Hi guys. I am super late on my schedule, and also I made a last minute change. So instead of playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 today, we're going to keep up with Zenless Zero. I am super late because the new NVIDIA driver just completely messed up my gaming computer, and my capture card was just not able to pick up any signal. And it took me about an hour to figure out what was wrong, and then I had to mess with things in OBS because somehow it deleted my settings as well, which is great, especially when you have a dual PC setup for streaming. It's fantastic. But anyway, I am a little bit annoyed, and I would rather not dwell on it. So let's just get back to the game and stream. Hopefully everything is okay and everything will look fine, and you will also be able to hear the sounds. But here goes nothing. Now let me check using a different PC that the sound can actually be heard. Alright, seems to be fine for now, so let's go. Man, I do really have some lighting issues. With a bit of luck, this will do the trick. Oh, so it just sent me back to 6th Street. But I was busy doing Hugo's Quest. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna do the basic daily errands thing, and then we will hop back on to the story quest.
A hot cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds. It can also be for the night owls. Sometimes stopping to take a break can help you go further.
That's true. Wise words as usual. And I have so many side quests to do already. No. It's tempting, but no. Let's just open this door and get on our way to Hugo's memories. That's true, but it's not Tuesday. Thursday already. Wait, how do I... Ah, okay.
Lycon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Not quite. I'm afraid. Why did you break your oath? I mean, our oath. Why did you use me? My eye and those legs, they were all your fault. What? That's crazy. What happened? You know, you are exactly like your father.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Oh,
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people.
hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
All right. That was a bit depressing. Oh no. I am totally going to suck at this.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
I have you now. Is that all?
before the abyss.
I have you now. Out of my way. Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Maybe I should have tried not fighting him toward the end. Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycon.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through.
Oh shit.
I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner. This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects.
No. It's your pal.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lygon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble. For those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kinked things off by approaching Edmund from the top's big shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side of branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltist. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice than the Exaltist. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltist on their toes. Hold on a sec. If that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltist, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. He's such a polite dog. It's like he doesn't even want to think. I love Lycon, but come on, dude. Like, try to develop a sense of, I don't know, independence instead of blind faith into in a man like the mayor. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. I skipped a line. I didn't do that on purpose, but anyway. Oh shit.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Let the party begin.
You untie the workers. Thank goodness someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were going to ship us off somewhere. Ship them off? Ship them off where? They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No, but it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. But to be fair, we got shit to do, my dude. People to save and all that.
A bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try. Scram before I get angry.
I'm so bad at using these two characters, it's a bit embarrassing.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
It's only two. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I shouldn't have ignored my gut instinct. Yeah, you never should. If your gut instinct tells you to run away from a situation or from someone, just do. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Good. Right. There was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
The fierce man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before. Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision. Except for the talkative worker, most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run?" After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon. Those were...
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
The two defeat the Ravenlock family members.
Damn it. Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
The workers carry the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lycon and Hugo remain.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack,
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
After leaving the hollow, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery.
Lycon, that incident back then, I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You.
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger. Oh, shit.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
You leave the Ravenlock Manor on Hugo's speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycon to arrive.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Crazy.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses a hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open from the middle. Inside is a sacrifice core. Oh, thank you for the follow, Bella. That's super kind. I really appreciate it. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, and no one could have guessed it could be opened. Inside, it conceals a mysterious sacrifice core.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick.
Hey, I'm good. Still catching up with the story. There's so much things that I haven't done in this game. It's a bit, shameful. But anyway, do you like playing that game too?
I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
What's wrong, Lycon? When you're in a rush to get back and rest, you act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. That would be fun. You should try it. Like, it's a free game. Of course, it's a gacha, so you will be tempted to spend money. But honestly, if you start playing today, you will get a lot of free pulls and a lot of good events are out now. And I'm pretty sure that Yishuan's banner is still on. Yishuan is one of the most OP characters of the game, so you can give it a try. Do you play any other gacha? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more rundown than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have. Lycon, remember what I said back when I faked my death? For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but he was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Well, that's sensical. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. Agreed. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets. I will. I'll lay it all out, promise. After a little chat, Lycon, Hugo, and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a deep, nice sleep. That does sound nice. Ah, yeah, I'm actually playing that game too. It's great. I'm going to be playing it tomorrow, actually. I haven't touched it in more than 10 days and I really, really miss it. I wanted to do it today, but I had a change of heart and I was curious to see where the story in Zenless Zone Zero was going, so I opted for that. How far did you go in Expedition 33? Belle, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of a new sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready and remember to bring Eos with you. But yeah, Expedition 33, I didn't expect it to like it this much. I went into it without any expectation. I was just curious because I'm French and it's a French game, so I had to try. If you're interested, I have my VODs. All my VODs of the gameplay are on my YouTube channel because I don't think that Twitch allowed me to keep it all. But if you also play the game on your channel, I would definitely like to see it. Do you stream or? Dear managers, you're here. Having two Lord Phaethons leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive. We'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Ah, I see. To be fair, I have played Expedition 33 for more than a dozen of hours by now, I think. But since I like to explore and stuff, I haven't really gone very far, so I won't spoil it for you. Ah, that's great. Well, let me follow you then. That way I can keep an eye out for when you start. There you go. Do you like this type of games, generally speaking, or what do you usually play? Once you're both ready, let's head into the hollow. She's so pretty, but I'm so bad at playing
somewhere
her.
nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here!
Hugo, get the guards first.
You just stepped into your own grave!
Fools.
Pull aside!
I'm guilty.
Stay calm now.
Tales for the dawn, that sets the world alight. Scram before I get angry.
Let order and madness dance.
I'll take you!
Notice me. Lord
Dance.
Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss.
Alright, now that we have a bit of silence, I can answer. So the model is pre-made, but you can customize it. It's the model from Suica. I should have a link in my, like on my page. If you go to my panels, I think, well, let me check. Because that's not something I hide. I know that some people don't put it in their description and I don't understand why.
Has long been decided.
Let me make sure. Yes, if you go to my profile and check my panels on the About
A coin for
tab.
the ferryman of the dead.
there is a panel called.
If it heads so
One second, it's a bit too loud. There is a panel called Credits, and in it you will find VTuber model art and rigging at Suika, and it links to her Twitter account. Yeah, so you can click on her website, suikacard.co, and wait, let me check because I don't even remember where I found the link. Hmm. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Like she put the link towards the her Kofi and VGen page directly on a pinned post directly on her page. So you will see the model can easily be customized, and this is why I think you can see very like a lot of newish VTubers on Twitch right now. Like we tend to look very similar. It's all because we're all siblings. We all bought this customizable model, and now we look very similar. So yeah, I know it's 115 euros, but honestly, given all the options, I think it's well worth the price. I'm pretty sure that some other riggers do it too, do something similar, but I don't think it's as polished, or at least like it depends on the type of art that you like, I would say. To me, Surika's art matched, uh, model designs that I had done for myself. I had actually started rigging my own model, but I got a bit discouraged because it was taking so long that the commitment is no joke. And Life 2D can be overwhelming.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon
Yeah.
and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
Yes, I do agree with you. I think getting a fully custom one is the best option, but it can be a bit pricey. And honestly, if I'm not already in a position where I make money through streaming or YouTube videos, then like it doesn't feel very responsible of me to go and blow several thousands of euros on a model when for now I think it's better to just focus on my content. So this is why I personally do not want to spend more on a VTuber model at this point. But this is definitely a plan, and maybe, who knows, maybe one day I will get back to Life 2D and pick things up where I left them off, because it's not that complicated. It's just that it takes a lot of time, really.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now, and perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
I think installments, if you are sure that you can pay them on time, it's reasonable. It's just that, like, in my case, I would rather stay away from that because in life, like, I have other things to pay for. But if you have the funds and you're really determined to get a customized, personal, and unique VTuber model right before you start, it's like it can also be done. It really is up to you and your situation. But my advice, even if I'm not really there yet, my advice would be to focus first on the type of content that you want to make before going up thousands, because it's a serious expense.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
Greater power means more responsibility. He's a fan of Spider-Man, I think.
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety.
Yeah, you're right about the installments and the upfront payment. I will think about it, but for now I think I'm good. Personally.
Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Phaethon and the destiny she saw then.
This is the future I saw. Lord Phaethon.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs a vial of Landon's serum. If a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me.
I'm sorry.
That's interesting. I might look into it later.
This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon. Fool. You better not get my trust dirty. Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Don't touch me. There are containers by the fissure.
We don't want the money anymore. Just let us go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals, they're all dead. Please just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive, we promise. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. So maybe sacrifices, I guess. Can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. After contacting Hugo and Lycon, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to have them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope. Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me.
I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
Agreed.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Amir resolutely walks toward the fissure, as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the control to open a container door. Ethereal surge out, blocking the path.
Stay away from me. Keep your filthy hands off. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Hi, Shobnobi. I'm great, how are you?
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control.
Yeah, I'm really loving it. It's a bit like it's better than what I expected because I loved the story in the first part of the game and I was a bit sad when it ended. And I thought, well, I don't know if what's coming next is going to be nice. Who's your favorite character?
Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Tina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption. Ooh, things are getting tense. Ah, yeah, I see. Astra is one of my favorites too. I just love her and Evelyn, but I think if I had to pick one, it would probably be Miyabi. I know, like, I'm just biased like a lot of people. It's just that in my case, she reminds me a lot of Raiden Mei, and I used to play Honkai Impact 3rd. So she is my Raiden Mei is my favorite character out of all Hoyoverse games. So of course, if they make a character that reminds me of her, I'm automatically going to like them. But when it comes to pure Zenless Zone Zero character, hmm, yeah, I think it's Astra. I would say Astra and Evelyn.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Dude, that's brutal.
Dina, soon the pain will be over.
Ooh.
Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer. Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon?
What happened? What the...
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice.
No!
I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
How can she do that? It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring then vanishing. Yeah, I can understand why. I didn't expect that at all. As for your point, is yes, it is great, very great point. Honkai Impact Third is like a great game. It has a very good story. I liked it much better than what I first saw in Genshin, and I think that Zenless Zone Zero has a good one too. Honestly, I like it better than Honkai Star Rail, even if that's another game that I like for obvious reasons.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
So, do you play with Belle or do you use Wise as your main character? Because I wonder if that scene, if that cutscene we just saw, can use Wise. I figure it does.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You
Same.
were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was alright. Can you recall what happened?
If they make them playable in fights, I think uh, like the proxies are going to be unstoppable. They're going to be monsters. And yeah, I picked Belle for the same reason as you. I like her personality better.
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did. But then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Yeah, Belle has this cute charm that is that feels effortless. I think the only downside when playing Belle is just that when she runs, she looks so goofy.
Okay. Good night then.
This time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
I wasn't.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
It's usually... Well, at the moment, I use mostly Astra, Evelyn, and Yishun. I don't think that the team is like fully optimized, but you know what? When I press the buttons, it works. So I'm happy with it. But my typical team would be Astra, Evelyn, and Miyabi. I'm not even sure that it makes sense either. But yeah, that's my go-to team because I know that I can win very fast when I use them. What's your team?
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
Yeah, like I understand players who like playing, using the meta and stuff, but to me it doesn't really matter in a game that doesn't have PvP. So if it works, like if I can do PvE content without any problem, I won't care that much about the coherence of the teams I make.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
Yes, I see. I wanted Ellen, but I'm pretty sure that when her rerun was out, it was during Astra's first banner, so I only had enough pulls to get Astra. Or maybe it was Evelyn, I don't remember, but I wasn't able to get Ellen. And I was on the hiatus when she came out, so I didn't get her. And I'm so pissed because I want her. I need her for my Victoria housekeeping team. And I have Trigger, but I do not have her built properly, I think, so I'm still working on her for her to be more easy to use. I would like to get Silver and B when she gets a rerun as well, just to pair them together. Oh, and there's another character, I think, from the Obol team squad, and I forgot what the name of their thing is. And she will come out soon-ish, so I will definitely be pulling for her as well. And I think that the character that you're talking about, like the current girl, is named Yishun. And I got her too, and she's amazing. Of course, like she's a Void Ranger, so of course. Yeah, I got Astra when she first came out too. Actually, thinking about it, I think I probably, yeah, no, I was on a hiatus. I was about to say something stupid. I was about to say that I started playing after Ellen's Banner, but no, that's not true.
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop, stop, stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
She's
As
such
for
a simp.
Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Hugo and Lycon are still bickering, and Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from her store. Thank goodness, time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycon, and Vivian take their leave. Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycon said you could control ether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. Yeah, it's kind of strange. And that Miss Yishun, we should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You've only just started to feel better, you should get some rest. I'll be there with you whatever happens in the future. I mean, obviously, you're the big bro. Time to get a full rest. I like her bedroom, it's so cute. I really wish we could interact with more stuff. What is that? I don't even remember. Oh. That's a nice one. Oh yeah, I guess it was like a picture from the end of the first arc. That is good. I wish it was a bit bigger. I'll put it here. And then that. Too many items placed. So yeah, I wish we could interact with stuff more. Like we could interact with the TV or the computer here to play mini games while we stay in our bedroom. I guess we can use that. Yeah, I don't feel like playing with that now. Thinking back on it, a lot sure has happened recently. But can I really control etheric energy? If this is a gift our teacher left for us, then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage hollows have on humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are all jumbled together and your mind feels heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. Yay. Ah. I was a bit shocked, I thought. My favorite chapter of the game, I would say. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Hmm. I like the end of the first arc when we were fighting the sacrifice and all the teams came together. Like really made me think of the Avengers, so I really liked it. But it's a shame that the VAs were on strike because a lot of dialogues were not voiced, so it kind of dampened the mood a little bit, which was a bit sad. So your favorite part is the one I just did, right, with Vivian? New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crisis ever cease. New stories and the distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day they'll become memories worth holding on to. Agreed. Yeah, I understand. She's a cute character. I love purple, and seeing her design is really cute. I do regret not pulling for her, but I wasn't really into the game when she came out. I was growing a little bit tired of it, so I wasn't playing. I mean, it's also because I was playing a lot of other things at the same time, and I just couldn't fit ZZZ in it. So yeah, I am waiting for a rerun of her, but I just hope that she doesn't come out when Yuzuha comes out, or when Orpheus comes out, or when Ellen reruns eventually, otherwise it's going to be complicated. There's too many good characters in this game, with great designs. Belle, someone calling herself Yishrin is here for you. She's dressed like one of those masters of the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her? Alright, this is a very weird question because we were warned by Lycon that Yishrin would be coming to the store. Yeah, she saved me in the hollow. She saved Vivian and I when we encountered some ethereals before. Do you remember that what the mayor said before? That he'd bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude? Yishren is that investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui. And 6th Street is geomantically blessed and a good place to live to. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, she looked so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Belle. Let's go. Yeah, I understand you. I think Astra and Evelyn came back to back. Oh boy. I had to stay away from my bank advisor for the longest time. Oh wait. Now that I'm seeing all these red exclamation points everywhere, it pressures me a little. Just doing some basic screen cleaning. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the event at the theater. Because since I wasn't playing, I didn't see. I mean, I completely missed out on it for the longest time, but I really like what they did with that. Yeah, I do have a streaming schedule at the minute, but it can sometimes be hard to stay true to it. But if everything goes well, I should be streaming tomorrow from 2 p.m. Paris time. So yeah, for 4 hours. And later tonight, I would be going on a hiatus. So I will probably end the stream in about an hour and then coming back later tonight. It's just that I have things to do in between. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna keep playing ZZZ. Next week I might do 2 days of ZZZ and then 2 days of Expedition 33 because I haven't played it in ages and I need to get back to it. So I usually stream between Tuesday and Fridays.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Thank you for the follow. It's super kind of you. And oh yeah, well, it's super early. Wow. What keeps you awake so early? Do you need to go to work or to school or something? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer if that's like a personal question.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership.
Oh yeah, I see. Like it's a tough one. I hope you get enough rest when you can. I know it sounds silly, but I used to have like the worst sleep schedule ever, so I understand perfectly. Yishun gently pets Hao's head, stuffs a few dandies into his money pouch, and then you'd return to the video store.
Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic?
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
It's a bit strange because her voice sounds pretty high pitched here, but I'm pretty sure that the playable version of the character has a richer, deeper voice. Uh, yeah, me when what keeps me awake, the type of things that I will watch when I can't find sleep is either something weird like ballroom dancing hairstyle. I don't know why, it just captures my interest. Or there's very hot metal balls going through, being pushed through various like objects. That's I can't even really explain it because it's just so stupid. So do you feel like you would know how to make a carpet after watching all these videos?
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
To better control my abilities. It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your techniques, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Let's leave it at that. The weather is nice today, perfect for going out. Yeah, I understand. Welcome back, Stella. I just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? We have a long path ahead of us, so it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Sure. Sounds good? Then let's go. Yishun Shifu. Where's the store? My intonation there was completely out of, out of place, but let's pretend I said it right. It's at Lumina Square. It's called Buyan. I know that store. But hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is that okay, Shifu? It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since I last came to the Janus Quarter. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you're heading to Lumina Square. We can meet up there. Yishun nods a goodbye to you and leaves 6th Street. Okay. I think I know which store is going to be, and since I hadn't done that quest, it was obviously still closed. Wow, that's quite the fan club. She looks like that lady from the auction who then died in Blazewood. But that comes with the trials of being an NPC, I guess.
Please help me check my fortune. Here's my pop. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So, this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
Facing the crowd, Yishun remains calm and composed and says,
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
In an instant, the people standing in line all flee in fear, scattering in all directions.
All gone? Good. It seems the banish wealth and desire spell is still effective.
Makes sense.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunquai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Shifu, please wait. So many people wanted you to tell their fortunes. You must be a divine immortal of legend. Wait, I finally get to meet an immortal in the flesh. Please, I need your help. I am no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you're in quite a pickle. It bumped its head when it was produced, and I don't know what parts got damaged, but sometimes it gets all dazed and really slow to respond. Also, it can't connect to the internet and can't receive messages, so it isn't caught up on anything and ends up looking even more silly. Other Bangbu keep mocking it, and it's got a short temper, so it's always fighting other Bangbu. Oh, that's kinda sad. How about taking it to a repair store? No, it's afraid it can't be repaired and will get scrapped, so it refuses to go for repairs. Hmm. Thank you for hanging out, though. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Rest well. But it likes watching those movies with immortals who catch demons, so it wants to learn mystic arts. If you try and convince it, it might agree to be repaired. Sounds like a scam. So you wish to use the mystic arts as a cover to convince it to get repairs? It shouldn't be difficult. Belle, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? Let me check it over first. There's no need for that. I can check it over first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments. Very well. Really? Great, amazing. You two are amazing. My friend is not far from here. Please go and check it out. I don't know why, but I feel like it sounds like a trap. Sorry, I spoke so loudly. I hope I didn't burst anyone's ear drums. Cece, look. I brought you the Divine Immortal. Really? A real immortal? Yeah, really. They're really amazing. I just saw the Shifu say a spell and disperse a whole crowd of people. She even said she'll train you in the mystic arts. Really? I've been waiting for this day for so long. Yes. However, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior sister on the path of mysticism to check you over. Wow, great. Now I can be like those movie protagonists, learning awesome mystic arts, gaining divine power overnight, and then taking revenge on those bullies. A dongle for a dongle, a widget for a widget. Everything they did to me in the past, Cece, will make them pay for it tenfold. Yeah. Calm down now. Let me check your parts first. Okay, please. You carefully check Bamboo Cease's parts. Its network module is a little bashed up, but the damage is minor. You fix it. Hi Stella. No, I didn't. What check do you mean? Great, all repaired. How do you feel? What was that? Wow, countless messages and updates are flashing before my eyes. Ooh. Could this be... Is this what they call enlightenment? Whoa, amazing. I've been enlightened. Enlightenment. It's just called repairs, bro. Yeah, I did read your chat. I read your messages earlier, Stella. Thank you for the suggestions, but for now I'm going to stick to this VTuber model. Thank you, thank you. Please be my mentor. My official Shifu. It's a bit too early for that. You have natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you've matured a little more, you may come to seek mentorship. I do not know much of Bamboo affairs, but I can teach you an incantation, the spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight those other bamboo, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Membranes are made of defective parts. Thus, you can avoid conflict and disaster. I see. The brains are made of defective parts. The brains are made of defective parts. The bamboo contemplates this for a while, its gaze growing brighter. That's so amazing. As I recite this spell, those bully bamboo don't seem so irritating anymore. Thank you for teaching me the spell of calming, Shifu. It really works. You're welcome. But one should not get into fights if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight, understand? Understood. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shifu. Both Shifu. Thank you both for helping us. Since you're all right now, it is time for us to take our leave. Well, let's head to that store.
Yishuan Shifu, the store is right up ahead.
Yes, this is the place.
Wait, her booty bounces back when she stops walking? That's kinda hot. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it is Goonerland after all. Wait, I'm gonna keep doing it 1 second. Let's do it under the sun. Bad angle. Way too far. Okay, you know what? I have her, so I'm gonna try and do that later.
Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Yushin walks up to the door, gently knocks 3 times in rhythm, and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, passing something to Yushin.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
One second, right? Okay, let's go. But wait, I want to get in. I can't get in there either. Oh. Can I get inside her store? Oh. Maybe I need to do her quest first. Oh, I see. Elle, you're back. Did everything go well? It went well. It's just that Yushin Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how a mystic does things. I see. Well, do you think what Yushin Shifu claimed is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot? It sounds like it came straight out of a movie. Are we going to be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magic arrays to suppress hollows? It definitely won't be as exaggerated as a movie, but I don't think Yushin Shifu is lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust your judgment. Plus, the mayor must have his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Yushin Shifu said the mayor would have us help her on some investigation. I wonder what that is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Elle, you've been so busy recently. You should take this time to rest and have a break. What if I do not want to have a break? Just want to keep going with the story. Well, the mayor just messaged saying he wants to get in touch with us tomorrow to discuss the coming investigation. And from what he's saying, this incident is pretty tricky. We'll need to leave 6th Street and stay in Waifei Peninsula for a while, keeping our identity secret while we quietly investigate. Ooh, a new area. Waifei Peninsula? That's somewhere in the Throne Quarter, right? It looks like we've got quite the trip ahead of us. That's right. And the mayor said we might need to temporarily join Yunkei Summit as registered disciples. What? We're going to be temporary disciples at Yunkei Summit. That sounds interesting. Kind of like the plot of a kung fu movie, where they train under a master. But if Yishun Shifu really is able to teach us how to control our etheric powers, I guess she would be our teacher. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Though we still don't know exactly what we'll be learning, perhaps it's the technique Yishun Shifu mentioned before. Do you think we should accept this investigation commission, Belle? Let's check the investigation details first. Still, having the chance to learn from Yishun Shifu is definitely a rare opportunity. You're right. I was thinking the same thing. Let's confirm the details tomorrow to be sure. The mayor said Yushan Shifu will come to 6th Street tomorrow to discuss the details. If we accept the commission, she'll escort us directly to the Waifei Peninsula. They've got the temporary HDD equipment and some daily necessities ready at Yunkei Summit. All we need to do is sort out the video store. Don't worry, Belle. I'll make sure we're prepared. It's getting late. We should get some rest for now. Yeah, let's call it a day for now. We'll assess the situation tomorrow and go from there.
Let's go to bed early, Bill. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day.
Gotcha. Nighty-night, Wise. Shifu! Shifu! Whoa! You're up earlier than usual? Or have you not slept? Is there something on your mind?
No, Fufu. I was just stargazing, trying to divine what's to come. The hour has arrived. I must go pick up the new disciples. This time, I'll escort them personally.
New story, let's go. The mayor just sent a message saying we need to meet. Are you free right now? If so, I'll contact him right now. That's 2 right nows. Moments later, Wise dials the mayor's
Sir,
phone number.
we've met with the investigator you mentioned.
I guess.
I see. What do you think of her, my friends?
Her way of doing things is pretty special. She's very different from the stereotypical mystic. She even helped us when we ran into ethereals inside the hollow. I still don't really understand what those techniques of hers can do, but she certainly seems like a highly capable investigator.
Looks like you got along well. Good. She can be a bit unpredictable, but her skills are beyond doubt. Whenever a crisis strikes, she and Yunkei Summit have proven to be reliable partners. You'll also be cooperating with Yunkei Summit in the upcoming investigation.
So, what exactly are we investigating?
I recently received a notice from the Hollow Investigative Association. They said Lemnian Hollow observation data has been frequently showing abnormal readings. The situation is worst around the Waifei Peninsula ruins. That location is currently the Porcelain Production Center under Tops's management.
Porcelain. Isn't that the special material used to block ether? So it's produced in Lemnian Hollow.
Yes. Right now, the Hollow observation data from that area has shown a large number of abnormal signals. The porcelain supply has also been delayed.
Initially, I thought it was due to a production issue, until I obtained a photograph through a special channel. I'll send it to you. I suspect you're very familiar with the person in it.
Oh, so we finally see the teacher. I don't think she was ever shown before. Wait, so she had like red eyes like Hugo and Vivian and pointy ears as well.
It's our teacher, Carol Arna. But how? Isn't she?
That's right. Presumed dead during the fall of the old capital, though her remains have yet to be found or identified. I was equally shocked when I first saw this photo and initially questioned its authenticity. I've since had it examined, and the photo has been confirmed genuine. Unfortunately, we'll never know who the photographer was. The only thing we can know for certain is that it came from the porcelain production area near Waifei Peninsula, inside Lemnian Hollow.
So she's alive? And she's there? No. Something feels off about this whole thing. As much as I'd like for it to be true, we'd better investigate first before we draw any conclusions.
I was thinking the same thing. Besides, if she's really there, then we need to be extra careful about keeping a low profile. We'll take the commission, sir. When should we head out?
Good. Your reactions were much calmer than I expected. You are indeed her students. I've already spoken with Yixuan. She will be inspecting the situation in Waifei Peninsula as a special investigator. You can tag along under the guise of Yunque's Summit disciples. This will also be an opportunity to discover your potentials under her guidance. Leave the specifics of the operation to her. She just sent me a message saying she's getting ready to come meet you.
Got it. We'll talk to her.
Good. Then I'll leave the investigation to you. I hope everything goes swimmingly.
Hey, Belle, do you think that photo of our teacher is real? I'm not sure. I feel the same way. It might sound like wishful thinking, but I really hope our teacher is still alive. But the photo looks like it was taken in a hollow, and there seems to be some miasma in the background. Miasma? Yeah, it's a special type of corruptive matter. It's appeared in other places too, but it's mainly found in the Lemnian Hollow. If our teacher is still alive, why would she go to a place like that? Let's wait until we've investigated thoroughly. You're right, Belle. Thinking more about it won't help now. We need to go to Waifei Peninsula and investigate to understand what's really happening. Let's put it aside for now and wait for Yushu and Shifu to get here. While the siblings are talking, a familiar figure walks into the store.
Belle, Wise, I'm here to pay you a formal visit as agreed. The mayor messaged me and said that you've accepted the commission. Is that right?
The mayor said he found a photograph of Carol Arna in Waifei Peninsula. So we want to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, I've heard Mayflower mention it. Even though the world accuses her of being the culprit behind the old capital's fall, as her students, you still choose to believe that she's innocent and that there's more to the story. Such devotion is admirable. Since we'll be cooperating together on this investigation, Yunque's Summit will of course aid you in uncovering the source of that photo.
Thank you, Ishu and Shifu. Thank you so much for giving our teacher the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know Carol Arna personally, but I trust your judgment. We can investigate the photo and the observation data anomalies in tandem. When the time comes, we'll certainly be relying on your holo navigation skills.
Don't worry, you can leave the holo business to us, Shifu.
By the way, I also promised Mayflower that I'd teach you how to develop your potential. Yunque's Summit has rules that the techniques are not to be taught to outsiders. However, since I am the master, exceptions can be made. If you're willing, you can temporarily register yourselves as nominal disciples of Yunquai Summit. Don't worry, this is only out of convenience for the operation and will have no binding power over you. Which means it's also unnecessary for you to follow the formalities and call me Shifu like the disciples.
We'll still call you Shifu. You are teaching us how to control our ether aptitude after all.
We may only be disciples by name, but we're still learning from you. Besides, that's what they say in the movies.
You're putting the cart before the horse, but I suppose it's fine. Since you're calling me Shifu, I'll make sure your fellow seniors take care of your daily needs once we arrive in Waifei Peninsula. Also, take this.
What's this? A Yunquai Summit Disciples uniform?
Indeed. You are nominal disciples of Yunquai Summit now. The uniforms will also help avert suspicion. Do you remember the last time we went to Lumina Square? I was there to pick up the custom accessories for your uniforms.
So that's why Shifu was so secretive last time. Although, Shifu seems awfully well prepared. Could it be that you're actually eager to take in new disciples?
Belle, Junior Belle, makes a good point.
That is not the case. Don't make wild assumptions now, you two. It's just that a reading I did had foretold these events. That's all.
That's right. It must be Shifu's amazing divination skills. Senior-wise, looks like we were wrong. Speaking of, since you practice divination, Shifu, have you done a reading for this operation?
I have indeed, though the result was not very auspicious. Rest assured, I have prepared for everything.
Prepared for everything?
I took out insurance policies. You're also covered.
It does sound like you're well prepared. Huh? Hold on. Insurance? Was the reading that dangerous?
Master, urgent reminder. Big data forecasting shows that this investigation may conflict with the interests of TOPS. Speculation. The probability of you encountering an accident is over 91.3%. It is recommended that you register Yixuan as an emergency contact. I will contact her when necessary.
Fairy? What are you doing here?
Oh, and who's this? A fellow mystic?
Oh, that's our AI assistant, Fairy.
This assistant is quite accurate with its readings. Is this the new big data fortune-telling that everyone's talking about lately? Impressive. I heard they can even tell fortunes based on blood and personality types. Must be a secret technique from another school. Very well. Since you already know big data fortune-telling, you are exempt from studying divination.
Thanks, Shifu? Hold on, we're getting off topic. We were talking about how the investigation would be very dangerous.
My reading said the investigation will have many twists and turns, but it also said our misfortune could be turned into a blessing. There's no need to worry. I'll be with you. It's just better to be safe than sorry, hence the insurance.
True. We should be fine with Shifu by our side.
Mayflower also made special arrangements and dedicated an airship route to this operation. I tested the flight with your seniors before. It went smoothly and TOPS didn't give us any trouble. The mayor also prepared a temporary HDD device for you in Waifei Peninsula. However, one of you must go there first while the other stays behind for remote tuning.
I'll go first. Wise can stay behind for remote tuning while I scope out the situation. He can join us when everything's settled.
Belle, I should go first.
Excuse you, it's Junior Belle. Seems I'm the more professional one here. It's decided. I'll go first.
But...
Wise, it's fine, really. Besides, Shifu's with me. I'm sure we can handle anything.
That's right. As your Shifu, your safety is my priority.
Fine. We'll do it your way. But please be careful out there.
Okay. New outfit, new region. Let's go. New proxy outfit. Delicate sunlight. Now with a new look, let's hit the streets and show it off. Oh, the shoes themselves are already adorable. Belle, Junior Belle, this clothes really suit you. Try on yours. No rush, I'll keep it safe for now. I still have to clean up the shop later, wouldn't want to get it dirty. Since we're gonna be staying in Weifei for a while, I should tidy up before we head out. Belle, once you get to Weifei Peninsula, remember to open the computer and help me debug the HDD remotely. Since we don't know how long we'll be staying in Weifei Peninsula, I've been thinking it'd probably be better if we move the video store over there. Suspicious and maybe a little bit ambitious. But better safe than sorry. By the way, do you remember 20? When we closed the video store temporarily, it went out to find work. It's in the throne quarter and hasn't found any work yet. I got in touch with it yesterday to see if it could help us run the video store business in Weifei Peninsula. It's got experience from before, so it should be able to lend a hand. 20 was really excited and said it would help take care of the store once we settled. 20. It's been so long since we've seen it after it went to work. Great. We'll ask it to help out then. Yeah, I agree. 18 should be able to manage the business on 6th Street. I took care of the video store stall and inventory yesterday. Speaking of which, there's also a tin master over at Weifei Peninsula. He's been visiting the shop here on 6th Street this past couple of days to exchange coffee making tips. I thought something was wrong with my eyes when I first saw two tin masters together talking. It was only after asking I realized they were totally different people. I took the chance to have him bring the things we need for the store over. Don't forget to look them over when you get there. Thanks, Tin Master. I can thank you enough, Tin Master. Both the one from 6th Street and the one from Weifei Peninsula. We know that there are several Tin Masters. There's also one at Luminous Square. Anyway, I'll leave the Weifei Peninsula situation to you. I'll stay here to clean up and manage the store and set up the remote connection to the HDD while I'm at it. I'll come over once you've settled in. I'm counting on you. Thanks for all the hard work, Wise. I'll give you a call once I'm settled over there.
Oh.
Your attire fits pretty well. Looks like I got the right size. The airship arranged by the mayor has arrived. I took it for a test ride on my way here. It's quite fast. We should reach the Weifei Peninsula in no time. It was originally a cargo airship, but it's been specially repurposed for the investigation to carry passengers. So it's just the two of us aboard. As for when we leave, that's up to us to decide. Let's head out when you're ready. Let's go. Alright, let's get moving. They'll head to the airship center with Yishun and board the Weifei Peninsula.
Is that Lemnian Hollow? Looks like we're almost there. Luckily, nothing happened along the way.
Indeed.
Target is approaching the designated location.
What's going on? We're losing altitude!
Target neutralized.
I'm feeling a bit dizzy.
Crazy.
Thank goodness for that spatial rift. This could have been way worse. What is this?
This must be the miasma tumor mentioned in the documents. A solidified mass formed by concentrated miasma. It's filled with dense miasma. Get too close and you'll slowly succumb to its corruption. I wonder who attacked us though. It's violent. Oh, that looks so nice though. You can already tell that we're not around 6th Street anymore. Feels so foreign.
Shippo, you're here!
What a nuisance! Concentrate! Obliterate form and spirit! At decree!
Oh shit. I need to get out of here.
Swift yet still. At decree. Well, there you are. Are you all right? Are you injured?
I'm fine. Shifu came just in time. The ethereals couldn't get to me. The airship suddenly lost altitude and crashed. That was terrifying. Thankfully, we fell into a fissure. It would have been really bad otherwise.
Belle, there's something I need to tell you. I inspected the crashed airship and found evidence of an explosion. It seems that someone attacked us with a ranged weapon on the way.
An attack with a ranged weapon? So this wasn't an accident, but a deliberate attempt to hurt us?
Correct. Just now, I spotted a few figures in the distance. It looked like they were keeping an eye on us. I wanted to chase after them, but your safety matters more than finding out who they are. So, I searched the fissures around the crash location to look for you. Thankfully, I had anticipated trouble, so I brought a copy of Lemnian Hollow's carrot data, which saved a lot of time.
As expected of Shifu, you're so well prepared. But who were those people that attacked us?
It doesn't matter. Your safety is what's most important. They won't dare approach now that I'm around. As for their identity, we'll find out who they are in time. But that can wait. For now, let's find a way out of the hollow and head towards Waifei Peninsula.
Shifu, was that a Yunquai summit technique you just used?
Indeed. The principles of such techniques are in fact rather simple.
How do I go through? Can I not? Right. Why is she following me? She's the one who should know how to go. I don't know how to leave that. Okay. I guess I just wanted it to be complicated for no reason.
Carrot data indicates a nearby fissure leading out of the hollow. Let's locate that first.
Well, according to the carrot data, this hollow fissure is the exit. Alright, let's get out of here. After entering the fissure with a familiar rush of dizziness, Belle and Yishuin arrive at the deserted area at the edge of the hollow. Oh shit.
Shifu, we finally made it. But this looks like the sea. We're still a ways away from Wi-Fi Peninsula. How do we get across?
Well, given our current options... Val, can you swim?
Swim? Shifu, you mean you want us to swim across? That looks a bit far. Shifu, is this really necessary?
Relax, it's only a last resort. The crash made a lot of noise. I'm sure someone will come and investigate. Besides, there's a waterway toward Phylum Heights nearby. We should be seeing ships around.
Thank goodness. Shifu, I really thought you were going to swim all the way over. Over there, a ship!
The two waves for help. They are brought aboard promptly by the passing cargo ship. After traveling for a while, the ship slowly docks by the shore. Did you just come out of Lemnian Hollow? You're lucky to be alive. Yeah, thanks so much for giving us a lift. It's so cute that it didn't switch to English dub. It's adorable, I love it. You're heading to Wi-Fi? I can get someone to escort you into the city. That wouldn't be necessary. Just let us off at the shore. Someone will be there to meet us. Appreciate the offer though.
Shifu, what are you saying? I couldn't understand a thing.
Oh, it's just a local dialect. Don't worry about it. I contacted your senior earlier. She'll come pick us up here.
My senior? Right. Yunquei Summit has many disciples. There must be others before me. And since Wise and I only just became disciples today, we're probably the juniors' juniors.
That's right. I have a few other disciples. Since you joined last, you are indeed everyone's juniors. But don't stress over it. Just treat them normally. You can also ask them for help if you need anything.
Shifu, what are my seniors like? I'm curious.
Patience. You'll see soon enough.
Soon after, the ship arrives at the nearby mooring.
So, this is the place. You said someone will pick you up?
Yes, I've contacted my disciple. She's on her way, so she should be here soon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Shifu. Fufu's here. Huh? Who's this? Aha! So you must be the little junior Shifu spoke of. Oh, wait, you seem kind of familiar. Have we met before? I don't quite remember. Anyway, let me introduce myself again. I'm Fufu, and I'll be your senior here. Shifu was being all secretive before. I see now we have quite the interesting junior here. You've got nothing to worry about with senior Fufu around. If anything comes up, I'll handle it.
She's kinda cute. This is making me reconsider my choice to not pull for underage characters.
Thank you so much, Senior Fufu. If I have any questions, I'll be sure to ask. Ask me anything. Food, entertainment, training. Oh, I know a great tea house nearby.
Fufu, let's continue the conversation when we've returned to Swabian Temple. We've just exited a hollow.
I'm sorry, Shifu. I got a bit too excited. I'll take you to the temple now. Oh, would it be okay if I showed Junior Bell around on the way back?
Sure, I'll leave that to you. Then I'll see you back at Swabian Temple. Don't stay out too long.
Got it. Oh, right. Let me pay the boat fare first. Thank you for helping us. How much do we owe you?
Young lady, it sounds like you're all from Swabian Temple, yes? It's not my place to take your dennies, no.
Huh? But it's what we owe you.
I can't take your dennies. People like me wouldn't be alive if it weren't for you all back then. Anyway, you should go back and rest now. Oh, and make sure you steer clear of the hollow from now on.
All right, we got it. Thank you so much. If you need any help in the future, come find us at Swabian Temple.
Thank you kindly.
After everyone bids the captain goodbye, Yushin heads back to the temple ahead of them to deal with other matters.
Well, Shifu's gone back to Swabian Temple, so I guess we're free to do whatever now. Come on, Belle, I'll show you around. There's plenty of fun to be had here.
That's so cute. Man, I'm already a fan. I love it. But I will leave it here for now because I have shit to do, unfortunately. So let me come back here. Wait, how can the car be there? There's absolutely no way. Here you have stairs and here you have these. Like the car cannot, like, anyway, I need to stop worrying about logic in settings like this. All I know is that I'm super happy to be in that new region. Belle looks adorable in that outfit. I'm glad that some NPCs are speaking their native language rather than English. The subtitles are more than enough and it's so cute, so beautiful. Can't wait to be back. So yeah, as mentioned, I need to leave for now, but I should be back later tonight to stream for at least another hour. So just to take the time to discover this new area. Sorry that I have to split things like that, but like I said yesterday, life keeps lifing. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you to those of you who will be watching this video a bit later, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. I appreciate it very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.